And what's happening, YouTube family? This is Robert L. Jones Jr. coming at you again with some more Tribal Judah poetry. All right. The first poem of the evening is a tribute piece that I wrote for one of my favorite poets of all times. As a matter of fact, this poet inspired me greatly in the early days when I started writing poetry. And he's one of my main influences. And he's really inspired me to be the kind of writer that I am today. I'm talking about Amiri Baraka, the late great Amiri Baraka. This poem is a tribute piece, like I said earlier, for Amiri Baraka. It's entitled, "Wanna Be Like My Daddy." Indeed, there you be in mighty retrospective archives of legendarily simulcasted image and celebrity, as you be charismatically expanding the funky volatile verses of your dynamically booming vocabulary through your fiery hot and explosive offerings of Molotov blasting rhetoric that be big banging them phenomenally uncompromising impressions of stone universal truths and socio-theoretical parables of revolutionary knowledge, which have all been poetically revealed unto the radically stimulated clarity of my mystery interpreting third eye, as original and soulful flows of political and cultural renaissance, teaching and encouraging the ubiquity of African stock and ancestry, the slick and Afrocentric curriculum of arising and nationalizing into that free and monumentally extreme paradigm of a people empowering movement in the arts, where us and we can be creatively celebrating our self-liberating and community strengthening experiences with black pride, black unity, and the ever-radiant essence and aesthetic of naturally esteeming loveliness, which shouts on forth the exceedingly rejoicing reality that black is beautiful. Indeed, there you be in that historically colossal destiny of some podium gracing fame and legacy, as you majestically transcended above the former life and nature of Leroy Jones, and courageously converted the sum and totalistic cipher of your righteously enlightened identity of being with the newly abiding and inner shining awareness of a Baraka encompassing way of self-translating existence that done escalated the literary posterity of your quintessential influence in the playwright enterprise and business into that ecclesiastical ascension of a 20th century oracle in mind, body, and spiritual transition. And you are still millennium cruising within that omnipotently inspiring aura and scintillating wisdom of ancient prophets, griots, and storytellers of the motherland's once youthful liveliness in the Ethiopian cosmos, who also were as profoundly hip within their epiphany sharing traditions of orally dispersing them shown up electrifying volumes of some dynamite sounding prose, and of rightly dividing the ritualistic crafts of elder rhythms, magically eloquent words of effervescent style, charisma, and utmost conviction, which they intelligently and dramatically expressed into the collective ears and meditating conscious states of a generational yesterday in African infancy, that was abundantly thriving inside of the self-emancipating and community-establishing glories of black royalty, black dignity, and the infinitely illuminating perspective and philosophy of revolutionary understanding that being black, baby, is shown up where it's at. The second piece of the evening is entitled Prodigal King. Man, come on with it and just get yourself back on top and back on up from your revolutionary game, thus putting your good, better, and best foot forward on the one, with realizing your wonderfully slick and ever magnificent place in the arisen sun, as a majesty emblazoned chosen one with that exceeding and covenant bleeding decadence, a mightily benevolent, unrepentant excellence everlasting. For you are a neoteric and royalty possessing king who is graciously strutting on stone witty and confidently upon a crimson, onyx, and forest green colored carpet, with the universally tripped out and eclectic expressions of Afro-psychedelic pomp and opulence upon your beautifully embroidered dashiki of artistically stitched and stylistic design and mastery. Man, never backslide from or hesitate on the side in rechanneling your lost and prodigal energies back on into that quintessential essence of soul, which will be rebirthing and evolving anew the image and likeness of you into that uniquely outstanding epiphany of some sovereign promise and praiseworthy destiny. Because you be that phenomenally sharp and extraordinary epitome of king, who ought to be glory time striding up a storm and boogalooing strong within that solid and infectious get-along of delightfully ornamenting your naturally out-of-sight curls, strands, and rasta locks of natty thread galore, with the saffron immaculate crown of funky cold and Shekinah golden wealth and adornment. Because it be that show enough fine and righteously appointed moment in time for thee to supremely receive the many foretold riches and gyra abundant treasuries of you sitting down comfortably upon your own divinely exalted throne of likewise resounding power and eminent pride, that was first originally realized and once exquisitely discovered in fullness of historical truth by the reigning omnipotence and splendid grandiosity of ancestral families with deeply ancient roots in motherland antiquity, who compassionately passed down that self-same gift of birthright, collectivized and inheritance to the I and we predicting progeny of you and of me. Man, come on with it. Get yourself back on up and back on top of your revolutionary game and be a king. Thank you so much for listening to these pieces. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I really would like to hear from you, and I also would like to inspire fellow writers out there to do your thing as well. Keep writing, keep being inspired, and continue being creative and do what you have been gifted by the Almighty to do. And until next time, I bid you all shalom.